Hey friends, it's Jenny and I'm getting ready to work on this week's A Cherry on Top sketch challenge. Now the sketch this week shows a 5x7 photo, but I have a 4x6 I'm going to use. It shows, paper layering behind the photo, and there's this big cluster here and maybe a little bit of mixed media. Let me show you what I'm thinking of. So this is my photo. It's of Josie, and she just so happens to be wearing Winnie the Pooh overalls here. So I picked my Sage Cheese Classic Pooh collection to use. I have a lot of this collection, and I did that on purpose because I love it. And there's no other words to say for it, but this is the one I'm going to be using today. I don't know what papers yet. I do have the 6x8, which will work out great for that paper layering behind the photo. There's lots of florals in here. I mean, it's just a beautiful collection. So I'll use this for my paper layering. As far as a background goes, I don't think I'll be using either one of these or these. That might be kind of cute. Okay, that might be a possibility. Love this paper. Ooh. That might be kind of cute. So we've got two options so far. Again, love this paper. I should just go buy more of it just to have it. That's cute with Winnie the Pooh all over and the flowers. The nice red gingham. Ooh, that might be cute. Beautiful. I wasn't going to use a flower background, but obviously I will add flowers. Ugh. There's so much to pick from. I got lots of tags, lots of journal elements. That's cute. And she's wearing pink. Ooh, that might be. Oh, that's sweet. That's a sweet piece of paper. Normally I use all my bead paper for Quinn. And then I have two sticker sheets. So let's go through that real quickly one more time. Pull out those pieces I thought would maybe work. I thought about this, thought about that, and then that, and then there was a pink one, right? So as far as papers go, for a background, I might have a craft-a-latch. I've got a lot of things I've piled up there haphazardly. So we've got the pink, which is just adorable. I may, using the sketch, have it here and then the embellishments here just because of the way that she's facing. But we'll see. We had the green. She looks really cute in green. Her mama got her a Stitch outfit in green and it's just adorable. Kind of like the black and white. Reasoning is because I'm going to be adding color with lots of other things. But I hate to use this beautiful piece of floral paper. But that's why I bought two. That's why I bought two. Oh my, I don't know. Let me make some decisions and I'll be right back. Okay, this is what I'm thinking for now. I'm going to use this frame, and it says sometimes the smallest things take up the most room in your heart, and that's absolutely true with this little one. And to bring out more pink, I'm going to use this 6x8 piece of paper. I'm going to trim it some. It's not going to be this big. Maybe I'll trim it to the 5x7. We'll see. I'm going to use this as my background. I'm going to use this to layer, but I will gut it. I will gut it. Not that, just because I'm going to run out, even though I have a ton of it and I haven't used it yet. But then I'm going to go ahead and choose between, I've got the brads, I've got the journal bits, I've got the flower bits, I've got the big bits, I've got enamel dots, I've got foams and chipboard. So let me make some additional decisions, and then we'll come back and put it together. Hang tight. Okay, so I've got some things figured out. We'll probably change our mind again anyway, but what I've done is I did gut the pink paper, so I have that to use later. Instead of using the pink back here, because I didn't find that it matched with the frame as well, I ended up pulling out the dark green. I did put this on foam, and I'm going to go ahead and put this down since I know where it's going to be. Get that taken care of. And I do have in my little tray some things that I've picked out to use. If we use them, we use them. If we don't, we don't. But I don't think, based on what I have picked out, that I'll have to go through the embellishment bags again. I got a lot because, again, I did. And so to just dig through that stuff took a minute, and that's okay. Every piece that I found, I was like, oh, this would be cute, this would be cute, oh, this would be cute. So I had to narrow it down, and I did. I believe I did. The thing was is that I was going through things. Because Pooh and Piglet are in the frame, I was like, do I want to put another Pooh or Piglet on here? I did pick some, and we'll make a decision on that. I had also thought about, on the sticker sheet, there is this awesome sorry, can't talk and try to be straight at the same time. I had thought about using this border here at the bottom, but really I'm decided against it because I'm using so much color everywhere else. I mean, I get that the background is that black and white, and that's because I wanted the colors to stand out. I have the sticker sheet available to use. I don't know if I will. Put it back where it was. Okay, so let me show you what I was thinking. I have got, like I said, I've got my little tray of goodies, and I was thinking of putting Christopher Robin down here, along with, I'm going to cut the tag part off of Winnie the Pooh here, and I do have a little Piglet as well. Piglet is facing at Pooh, and Christopher Robin is facing at Pooh, and I figured this was kind of cute. I do have a little bee because, you know, we have to have, because of Pooh Bear and his honey. So I was thinking of this. I'm not going to put it down yet, but we'll see. Now, if you remember from the sketch, let me pull it out here. We've got the large cluster here. I probably have way too much picked out, but that's okay. Surprisingly enough, using, you know, so many collections and things like that lately, there's always butterflies. There were no butterflies, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. We don't have to have butterflies in every layout, but I was just kind of surprised. Now, I picked out this little tabby tab that I'm going to go ahead and put at the top here. I'll go ahead and put that down now because I was definite about that. Now, let me show you some of my other thoughts. There is, in the ephemera, of course, a little banner. And I thought about using the banner like right there, right off the end. I thought that looks cute, right? Then I'm not quite sure about a title. So we've got this lovely And I had thought about here, and then, you know, my flowers here. So let's do some building together. There is this very large floral custard that I picked that I was going to put under this side of my photo. I'll bend some leaves up and things like that, but I do want to put it on that side. There were these little zigzaggies, like rickrack, in there that I had liked, but now that we've got that placed there, I probably will not use them, but I thought these were kind of cool. And I'm happy that they're in there because I get to use them at another time. But I had, you know, thought of something like that to look like some ribbon in there. And then flowers. So basically it was something like a flower here. And I tried to get multiple colors. I did choose 3 bees. The pinks are just so pretty here, I think, my opinion. In my humble opinion. And I thought about the pretty white. I loved this little think, think, think. Isn't that what Pooh says all the time? Think, think, think. I had some hearts because I love this little girl. See how these get tucked under there? Come out, come out. There's a little bee on this flower itself. And do I want another, maybe this green one. Now, I'm just laying this, when I put the glue on it and I start bending up, and I hope it makes a little more sense. I think it's getting a little too big maybe. So I'm gonna have to think on that. And I have hearts and a couple other colors. But basically, this was kind of what I was thinking. Now, what do I think now? Looking at it. I think what I need to do is start putting some things down, make some decisions from there. I do think I'm going to leave Christopher Robin on here with Pooh and Piglet. I'm going to cut the tab a little bit because I don't think I need that. Rickrack, no rickrack. I'm going to get rid of the rickrack, although I do love it. It's just not necessary, and I'll be able to use it in another layout. I want to figure out how to place this beautiful bunch of flowers with the bee and my little hearts. I don't like it on there, green. Okay, let me start to get some stuff down and I'll be right back. Okay friends, I finished this week's A Cherry on Top Sketch Challenge. I pulled out way more than I used, but here is the finished layout. So I did use a frame, I used a 6x8 pad, I used two 12x12s, and then there's embellishments from a couple of the different packs. Believe it or not, I didn't use any stickers, any foamies, no title. I don't think it really needs one. So I used this adhesive brad and just a little hello there, but I just feel like adding something else. This is, to me, I'm looking at this and it's a lot. I like it, but it's a lot. And believe it or not, this is only 3 different flower bunches. This is one flower bunch. I got my little bees on there. I used adhesive brads here, and I'm gonna call it done. So let me know if you're playing along this week. I'd love to take a look. As I like to say, please like, comment, subscribe. I can't thank you enough for spending some time with me. Any recommendations, suggestions, I'm open to it all. I just want you to know that you're appreciated. And God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.